I'll put this video first of me going through the pictures so that I can explain them better. It works pretty well to do that. And then at the end I'll put together some clips of me during the climb, and as I reach up to the top and I'm looking out and I'm deciding what I should do, stuff like that. But here's the pictures. Let's try this method. Okay, this mountain range is right next to the highway, and the Anniversary Mine Complex is behind it. So if you take the North Shore Road, you go right past this, but you probably never noticed it. Okay, this particular hike, I was trying to go up here to come down and work down this area. And so when you see me up there, that I was up here, right up here on the tip, well, you'll see I was in this area here looking down, trying to get down into there. Now, before I went up, I knew it was 50-50 using Google Earth, because I encounter something I wouldn't be willing to go down, it'd be too rough. That is what happened. But it's this area that I'm looking at. These are what I call the saddles. Not this and this. It's the lower saddle and the upper saddle is that. That's what I mean when I say the saddles. A little more close up. Just some wannabe chert nodules, some small ones. Also, when I show the little fossil pictures, I'm hoping that someone can analyze them and determine if they're fossils or not, or just erosional features and whatever. Okay, here I'm up there. I know I'm not going to be able to do it, and I'm looking down. This is looking down the area that I was talking about. It's too slaty, too hard to go down. There's some ripples on the way up. Ripples means the bottom. Okay, the bottom means potential fossils. I don't believe these to be ripples. I think this is an erosional feature that I'll ask some experts about and see what they come up with. Now there's the saddles. I'm up. It'll be kind of out of context the way I'm narrating these pictures. So I've reached the point where I know I'm probably not going to make it, and I'm looking back towards the saddles. I came up to the top. In the videos, when I'm up at the top, I'm hidden from view back behind this. Now I've hiked up and over, and now I'm looking back at the saddles. This is the upper saddle, this is the lower saddle. That's the saddles. Now coming down, I took pictures to document it, and where I took little fossil pictures were up here, kind of, you know, I don't know if you can see the mouse, but I'm up here, and looking down, deciding if I can come sideways or go down this. And you can see that I can't, because if I would have fallen, yay, hoo, 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 bump, bump, ooh, bump, wham. I mean, they're almost vertical. Now there's where, as a matter of fact, where I just said I was up there, this is where I took the little fossil pictures. See the shallow rhythmites from the salt water coming and going, could be tides. Like from here to here, that could represent 500 years. And like from here to here, that could be 10,000 years. I don't know. I don't know if the experts can tell stuff like that. Okay, the fossils that I'm going to show are right in here. In other words, it was shallow and then it became deeper water and stayed that way. And so for some reason the fossils are in the deep water as it became deep again. Okay, I'm creeping up on it, showing for context. There's some. I don't know if they're cherty or concretions or what. Actually coming out. I mean, it's not in order. There's no way to make a picture show up in order, but this is West Wash Road, me coming out, and that's the thumb member of the Horse Spring Formation. There it is again. Now I'm back up at the top. I'm kind of jumping around, but it's kind of funny. Now this picture was made lighter. This is at first light, me trying to figure out what's over there. The camera made it brighter. Okay, it was actually much darker. I could barely see, but no, the picture, the camera, the cell phone camera takes unbelievable dark pictures. So the saddles are over there. And this is where I'm filming in the dark one. What's over there? Okay, so to brighten it, I could do this. Okay, but it wasn't like that. It was actually worse than that. Okay, now I'm headed over towards this, and where I took the fossil pictures was up here, right on that thing, and looking down. And so I'm headed over here so I can see and look down and determine what to do. So I worked along this and so on and so forth. So I'm headed over there. There's some beans. Okay, now I've made it over to that saddle. See, I made it over to here. Now I'm looking over. So this is not the saddle that you just saw. Now I'm looking over at the other saddle. There's no human footprints there, I guarantee it, because I couldn't get over there. I would have liked to. But I couldn't get over to here, or down here, or up there. Fossils again. Fossil pictures. And, you know, look at the background, because, I mean, it's neat being up there, you know. There's your Moenkopi and stuff. Oh, I don't know what happened there, but... Did I complete all the pictures? No. Okay, there's the F-86 that crashed. You see right there that when I was up there the first time years ago, I took pictures out and I didn't know it, but the little thing that was there, I didn't notice until I looked at the pictures, but that's the F-86. Tail section intact, very good place to hike up to. Now there's the road, so you can see you follow this wash and go up there and or let's see, you go up there and come along and go right to it. Anyway, you get the point. Now here's some strange concretion material that went along the joints. I think that's the beginning. Now I'm looking back at the mountain. I've left and I stopped to take pictures. Now I have, with my good camera, I have good quality pictures. These are shit pictures taken with my phone, but let's see, let me make sure. Yes, that's the end of the pictures. So I'll put this video at the start and then add some other videos in it of the actual hike. The moon is setting, but it wasn't giving any light anyway, you know. So I'm looking, you know, pretty much kind of southwest. It is neat. It's going good. I think I've got it made. But anyway, I like the night hiking. And you know, even when I did my Kinney Beach hikes, you remember that as it got daybreak, I said all the magic is gone now that the sun has come up. Can't even take good pictures, and you know, the fun, the thrill of it is gone. So even diving, you know, I was big into night diving. I had my own boat, and I would do night dives from the boat, you know, by myself, a lot by myself, sometimes with other people. But, you know, you've got the current and the bioluminescence and everything. If you've never dove, oh boy, the bioluminescence, you look up and you blow out your bubbles and it glows floating up towards the surface. And then I went down to Florida and the mystique was gone. It was like diving in an aquarium. I wasn't wearing my dry suit, hardly any of my gear. Anybody puts a tank on their back and jumps in and they call themselves a diver. But the darkness wasn't there, the currents wasn't there, and so it just wasn't the same. It just, you know, it just wasn't the same. But, you know, so night hiking, especially in the summer, you got to do it. And yet it scares some people, and I don't know why. You get used to it, and then you'll get to the point when the sun comes up, you'll feel like everything is ruined. You know, anyway, that's my speech. I mean, there's no boogeyman out here. I'm watching for snakes. Of course I am. Where I put my hands and where I put my feet. I don't reach up, you know. I make sure I'm not grabbing a snake or whatever. You do have to be careful, but a lot of stuff is more interesting at night, you know. Here's some ripples. So I'm going to check good here for fossils. But here's the first ripples. Remember, these ripples are millions of years more recent than the other ones from the previous day's hike. See, there's my LED lenser. Extremely good classic light. So I took it off my head to show these ripples if the wind. See, I'm in a ripple field. So those layers there, well, it's, now you can't see it without the light, but down a little deeper there's ripples. Over there there's ripples. See, there's ripples right there. See, there's ripples there, ripples everywhere. See, I see them going up a hill, so this is ripple land. Now, it's not like I or people have not seen ripples before. The point is that ripples mean bottom, and bottom means possible clams and fossils. So I'm making it up further and further, but I'm going to snoop around here pretty good. See those? Yeah, I'm going to snoop around here pretty good on the way up. I'm not just beelining up. I could already be up there. Okay, I'm going to put my light back on my head and keep going. Let's see. These seem like little tube worms or burrows. This is right in the ripples. So I'm just filming them in case the expert sees something or can tell what they are. But you know, there's no T-Rex feet or head sitting in here. You got to remember, this was just after the Great Dying. There wasn't a lot, and life was trying to get reestablished. There wasn't a lot. Remember, the dinosaurs, the small dinosaurs wouldn't even start for, you know, 10, 20 million more years. This is the small ones. So there is no T-Rex in this strata. It is impossible. See, I'm up at the top of the world here, so I'm going to have to go over, and I'm possibly going to have to go back down. Okay, I'm kind of making it going sideways, so I'm going to go sideways across there, and I think I can make it over there. But even when I get there, to tell you the truth, I'm not sure what I'm going to be able to do. That's what I'm doing. I'm going to go sideways. I've kind of reached a safe haven, but as I look out into the darkness, I have a feeling that I'm going to have to go back. I'm going to have to wait for daybreak, and my good headlight on the top of my head flashed 3 times, which means it's getting low. So, like right now, if I was up on top, I could barely see the first light. Okay, so I'm just going to have to sweat it out and explore around here, see almost like a flat area that I'm at, and wait till daybreak, because it's too rugged, and there's no place I could go if I can't see down in there what's there. So I have to sweat it out. But I think the saddles are over there, but I have to wait. I'm gonna, you know, eat a banana, and there's the lights. Now those lights there in the distance, right there, we determined, I went on Google Earth and looked, and what that is Boulder City, the part that spills out over the edge. In other words, it spilled out over the edge of the hills so that they have a view of the lake. That's what that is. Okay, so I'm gonna hold up here and take a break and wait for day. I'm at a little spot here, and it will be daybreak in another half hour, so I'm going to wait here to assess the situation because it's too rugged for me to go further because I can't see what's out there, and I have to see where I'm going. It's not like walk along with a flashlight. No, I have to see what I'm doing. So I'm going to wait and eat, take a rest. Anyway, I can just barely start to make things out. And the saddles, they sure as hell aren't down there. I'm too far over to the right. Oh boy. Well, how'd the saddles get over there? Okay, I'm gonna have to go. Is that the saddles? I have to wait for it to get a little more light, but yeah, I think that's the saddles over there. So I've got a long way to go to get over there. And when I go down from here, see, here's kind of where my safe haven for a little bit. When I go down there, if I can't get over to the right and I'm stopped, that means I have to go back and that I failed. So one way or another, I have to. Those are the saddles way up there. I could go out along here, the same as I went across the top of the mountain. That's an option. But let me go down there and see if I can work over. But that's the saddles over there. I thought that the saddles would be down there. But no, they're over there. And my rest spot was down below there. It's just down below where I said maybe I'll have to go up over the top. So now I'm up on top. Okay, and looking across. Okay, now I see the goal. There. Dead center. So it looks like I can... looks like I'll be able to make it over there one way or another. But boy, those saddles, I'm going to work along here and then look down to try to look at the saddles closer. But see right there? That's, if I could get up there and make my way down, then I will succeed. See, I'm up on top of this sliver. And now I'm going to head over, but see there? There's the saddles. So I've got a long way to go to get over there. I thought I was right up above them. Okay, so now as I work over, they're going to go out of view. So as I'm blabbering while making videos, there. I'm feeling better about getting over there. Okay, it's 5:11 and I'm close to getting up there, and then I'll be able to look out and assess. See, there's the saddles over there. Okay, there's the saddles from, I'm over a little bit more to the left so I can get a better view of it. That right there, to work along there and to try to get down to there, you can see it would be virtually impossible. I'll go over there and check it out. To get down into that other saddle, to work down. And then over here we have this. That to work along that, remember all of this is going downhill on the scree, this stuff. Okay, to go along there and work down and down and down and further down and then get down into there. See, that's that crux that on Google Earth I said I'll work the shade and just go right down through there. Well, that's much rougher than what I anticipated. And you can see where it kind of spills over the hill there, that I have my doubts that if I get down there and start working along, I have my doubts if I would make it all the way. So I may not do it, and then I may save it to come up from the road and then come up this. But it's much more rugged than what I thought. It's just too much to try to go down all this on this loose scree and shale, flat plates and shale, and go down and possibly fall. I'll rest a little bit, but then I'm going to go over there. I'm going to go across to over there and film from over there and see if there's a work down from there. Notice at no time do I go any place that I can't go back the way I came. I'll go over there, maybe worm my way down like a worm. You know, but it's more rugged down in that ravine than I thought, because it's not as well eroded as the other one. Much too rugged to get down in there using any known method from either side. As you can see, it's far too rugged. And I can't even go down that way. I have to go back. If I go on there, I'll slip immediately and go off the end like a ski jump because of the slate and the shale. See? See, now I came up that shit to see what was up here. So now I've got to go down it. All that slippery scree and rubble.